So let's talk about The Final Boy, the latest film that you're going to be working on here soon.
Yes.
And I was watching one of your videos on YouTube where you were talking about the film itself, and this is probably it's the biggest budget film for you that you've done so far. What's the film about, or what can you give away about the film so far?
So The Final Boy, very much like the term, if you know movies, there's always a term of the final girl. So back in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, the girl who always lives at the end of a horror movie is always called the final girl. So I always thought it'd be kind of cool. Well, we do one called The Final Boy. It also being LGBT, and not really having a lot of LGBT horror movies or horror movies with a lot of LGBT characters that aren't killed off in the first couple minutes. I wanted to kind of do a movie about a group of LGBT characters, and do a horror movie with that. It kind of is a little bit of a slasher. It's a little bit psychological, and it's got a little bit of drama, romance, comedy thrown in there. My goal with this movie was to make a fun movie, what I call a popcorn movie. A lot of my last couple projects were tearjerkers, serious dramas, and I wanted someone to walk out of the movie and not be upset or sad. I just wanted to say that was fun. That was a great 2 hours. Can't wait to watch it again, or can't wait to show somebody else. It's got that whodunit feature. One of my favorite horror movies of all time is the first Scream. And when you watch this movie, you'll see that I do have a couple references to Scream as an honor to Wes Craven, Kevin Williamson, who wrote it. But I would say, in a nutshell, which I'll pretty much give you the details that I put on IMDb, is after the death of a tragic death of a friend in the very beginning of the film, a group of friends decide to honor their deceased friend by going to a cabin and spreading his ashes and spending like a weekend together, because they kind of had fallen apart as friends, and that let's bring this back together. And then one by one, these friends are being killed off by something or someone. Other characters are introduced, like the neighbors, the sheriff. There's the mom of the first victim. So it's a lot of whodunits or what's going on. I even allude to, is it the ghost of the person who died in the very beginning? So that's where I was kind of going with that. I was trying to throw a little bit of everything in there, and in hopes that it creates an entertaining piece.
Once you experience trauma, the mind goes into self-preservation, always staying on high alert, as if danger could return at any moment. I tried to run away from my past, but it was inevitable that my demons would eventually return. But how can I stand up for myself when I can't tell what's real from what's only in my mind? I just have to decide when enough is enough and fight back.